Housing and support under the NDIS. In this chapter, we'll be talking about the NDIS's approach to housing for people with disability. The NDIS is focused on making sure housing connects people with disability with their local community and builds independence. It doesn't matter whether housing is funded by the NDIS or through private rental or social housing. The NDIS will be focused on making sure the supports they pay for help you to live an ordinary life. The NDIS uses the term reasonable and necessary fairly often. It means that they will only pay for supports in your NDIS plan if those supports pass the reasonable and necessary test. For a support to be reasonable and necessary, it must help you achieve the goals and aspirations that are written in your NDIS plan, get you more connected to your local community, either socially or economically, be value for money, especially if it's priced above the NDIS price guide. Have proof that it is likely to give you a real benefit in your life. Not be a support that should or could be provided by someone else, like family members, carers, or the community. Not be already funded or provided by another government body, like the health system or the justice system. Put simply, for something to pass the reasonable and necessary test, you must need it because of your disability, and it needs to be good value for money. The NDIS can help access housing through a range of supports that aren't directly about housing, like assistance with daily living, support coordination to find a property, specialist tenancy support to help manage a tenancy, home modifications to modify an existing property. This chapter is linked to Activity 3, called Your Reasonable and Necessary Supports. This will help you to think carefully about the things you need assistance with every day and the things you would like to do differently or more independently. When you have finished the workbook activity, go back to the Housing Seeker profile. You open this at the start of the workshop in a separate window. You can now fill in the first two sections of the Housing Seeker profile. The first section covers your personal details with questions like your name and date of birth, how many hours of support you need each day, how long you can be alone on your own for, and whether you need support to solve problems, organise what you do each day, or pay bills. Once you have done this section, press Next. The second section is called Current Living Arrangements. Here we will ask you questions about where you live now, what your current housing arrangements are, and when you would like to move. When you have done this, join us for the next chapter about different places you can live.